Echo again. The time has come. The time has come for us to make a big draconic thing. I have got enough of the stuff I need. I have got, I think it's 320 something redstone, 218, I believe, draconian blocks. Let's have a quick check on the slate. Here we go. All the way to tier 6. 328, 218, I believe I've got the right amount of them in there. I've just got enough draconian blocks. I've actually waited another 10 minutes just to get a little bit more, so I am quarrying in the end. I've got another 13 there. They should not be in there. Why are you not in there? You should be in there. I've changed this around a little bit. From the user comment, thank you very much. I have changed it to a ME interface storage bus, so that's actually only using 3 channels. So it's not even showing on there because it only shows when you get 4 used. So that's only using 3 channels. I've changed these as well. I've changed it so it's opposite. So this is active with signal. Before it was active without, and this is trigger when below or equal, and before it was trigger when above. So I think it causes less extra ones when the power to the any networks cut. So yeah. Anyway, let's crack on with what we want to do with this then. So what do I need? First up, the energy core is a multi-block structure, blah 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 blah. And we need 1 energy core, 4 particle generators, redstone blocks, draconian blocks, energy pylons. So our first thing is the energy core and the particle generators. So we'll get those made. I'm going to come down here and just quickly silk touch these bad boys. I'm going to need some of this. Oops. Actually, works better if I do that. I can just do it real quick. There we go. So let's just check energy pylon. I forgot what it was already. Christ. It was particle some things, wasn't it? Oh man. Particle generators, energy core. Let's just make sure none of that uses dust. So energy core is this guy. Okay, we're going to need some more of them as well. So it uses 6 ingots, 4 ingots, 4 ingots and diamond. Yeah, that's easy enough. So that's oh, I'm going to need more redstone. I have energy cores, 2 of them. Yeah, so I need 4, and then more of them. Gold. Yeah. We might have enough. We might have enough. I'm certainly going to need some more redstone because I've not got enough processed. Let's get 64 of that. In fact, let's get 4 stacks of that and 4 stacks of sand. Chuck them all in there, and they should get processed. And so, aha, we have got some processed already. So we have got enough for this. Excellent. So, in you go, young men. And Draconic. So let's make this into ingots. So we've only got 22, which is going to give us 80 odd, because you get 4 per each one of them. Yeah, we might have enough, we'll see. We shall see. So energy core. So we're going to start off with a wyvern core. So 4 of them, and then they buff you. So only 6 of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just use all my diamonds. I've got some diamond ore, but I need to. I've got 1,000 diamond ore. Cool. So I need to process that next. So I've got this on the thing he said, but I say it keeps. I'm going to go back for the minute. I'll go back to Draconic here because I need to be back in Draconic quite a lot. And I don't want it to keep resetting. I think my mic's not making noise. I've changed my setup a bit. I've got a new chair, so I'm actually sat at my desk, and I keep thinking it's making a bit of a mess because the mic wire is running different, and I hope it's not causing too much hassle. I need 1 of them. I need 2 of these guys, and I need 1 of them. Boom. 1 energy core. Excellent. Now particle generators, they need them as well, so let's get some diamonds sorted. And again, I'm going to have to silk touch this. I thought I was ready for this. It seems I'm not quite. Not silk touch, fortune of course is what I mean. I'm bricking all the blocks. My pick is too good, bricks blocks too fast. We'll see how many blocks, how many diamonds we get from a stack of diamond ore using this method. We're nearly there. We're only halfway there, let's not bother. That's enough. That's enough. Repair the floor. And we have got a stack in a bit. Should keep me going for a little while. Certainly enough for this episode. Oh, stuck forward through the floor. Let me out. So what do I need? I needed 4 more of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with 4 of them, we needed 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So there's our starts, and these are the blocks that I've had up here. So we need something to hold against these. But a soul sand will do. So, that is where the energy core goes, right in the middle. And then these bad boys on the outside. I picked a terrible block for that. Let's use a coal instead. These bad boys are where the particle generators go. One, let's stop messing about. 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. Now what we need to do is, don't need to click in that. That's for when it's been used actually as a particle generator and not for this. Now we need these, and we need to make a pattern that is shows in the book. So it shows you tier by tier. Well, tier 6 is what we're going for. So our inside is a 3x3x3 cube. So we've got 3x3x3, and then each side has 3x3 coming outside. See? So I should be able to build it up pretty quick. Let's see how fast I can do it and try and not be boring with it. And hopefully, if I've got the right amount of blocks. So let's go nice and slow with the first one. Make sure we start proper. So what we're doing is we're encasing this bad boy with redstone blocks. So there's our first 3x3, and then each tier on top of that, then we're going to add another 3x3. So I'm going to go that side, and then I'll manually do the rest for now. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Same down here. Same underneath. I could probably do this quicker, but I don't want to mess it up by skipping bits. Now what I actually think I can do, if we break that a second, is if I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a bit dark up here, isn't it? 1, 2. Let me sleep so we can actually see a bit. Because if I can't see anything, that means you can see even less. It's still very dark. Okay, well, it's a bit better. So now what I should be able to do is just build up the outside of this, and should be a bit better. So what I'm going to do this is press shift. So I'm going to do 2 blocks at a time. So I'm going to go 1, 2 like that. I think this is right. And then 1. Is that looking about right, I think? So I can't do that so much with the side ones, but I can do it on the top again. 2, 2. Might have done this wrong. We'll find out. And then 1, 1, 1, 1. And now fill in these bits. I think that's wrong, isn't it? That does not look correct to me. Yeah, that's certainly not correct. Okay, let's clear this bit then. This is the bit that's wrong in it. Oh, I don't get my 3 at once, do I? It's a bit of a jip. That needs taking off. Yeah, it's just that bit in it. I'm not too far off. There we go. So you and you. And everything else might be bang on. 1, 2. There we go. That, I think, is correct. And we've used them all up, so that is probably correct. Nice. Now what we need to do is just cover it with this. So what we're doing here is literally covering every single redstone block, so you can't see any of the redstone blocks, with draconium blocks. Oh man, fail. Looks like cushions, the texture, like a nice padded leather settee or something. Don't know if settee's an English word, and no one knows what the hell I'm talking about. Sofa, sweet. You know what a cushion is. So all the way around with this. Oh man, stop doing fails. So how you been? All right. Everyone well, I hope. This is where it's tricky as a YouTuber, because you can't doing something that doesn't take any talking, and you feel really you need to talk, because silence is the enemy. So some people start talking about like real life and stuff. Some people just make jokes. I don't know. And I, at the minute, I'm just being a bit weird, I think. So I'm going to shut up and carry on. I suppose I could have cut and done all this. I could sing a song. Nah, people who've been on my channel long enough may recall me singing a song because Bevo dared me to. That's not something I want to do to you lovely people again. Once was more than enough. And we've got exactly the right amount, which suggests to me we are bang on. So there we go. There is our big ball of draconium in the centre of our room. Is it high enough? Yeah, I think that's a nice height. Yeah. So now what we need to do is click one of these, I think. No. Shift click. Yay! There we go. There is what this whole base has been about. And why it's kind of shaped the way it is. We have got a nice floaty dealie in the middle of the room. This guy can hold 2.7. Oh, 2.14. I thought it was 2.17. 2.14 trillion RF. Currently got 0 in it. This is where I blow through all of my power. So what I'm going to do here. So the next thing we need is, so it needs at least 2. What did it say? At least 2 what? Energy pylons times 2. So let's look at energy pylon. Which one is that? My chair made a big noise then. Energy pylon, that's that guy. Emeralds, diamonds, eyes of ender, 2 more draconic cores. You get 2 for that, okay. So we'll start with just 2 of them. We're going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 of them. 1 for power out and 4 for power in, when we have all the turbines set up. So we'll just do the 2 for now. So I'm going to want another one of them. I'm going to want an eye vendor, and that should be, oh, we need to make 2 of them, excellent. And I need a bit of glass, and the glass is important. Bit of glass there, and this might be out of range of that actually. This might not be perfect. This might not be ideal at all. These have to be within a certain range of this, and I'm not sure if it's from the outside of this or from the inside. We shall soon find out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Yeti wrench, I'm going to whip these guys off, bosh, bosh, and bosh, and what I'm going to do is this going to work like I want it to. I'll put that there, I'll put that there, and we are not seeing blue particles, so I don't think that's working. What we should be seeing is particles sending energy towards this, so I don't think that works. Now, how do I break this? I hope it doesn't break. Let's try with a wrench first. Oh, so that's input or output, what I'm doing there, by clicking on that. See, that's going orange or blue. So that's how you make them input or output. I believe I'm going to... what am I going to have to do? My plan is to have these there. I was hoping to be close enough, because these will have a power tap there, and a power tap there on the turbines. So if this is only 1 block shy, we might be alright. If not, silk touch that one. If it's not 1 block shy, we might have to have a couple of these guys just putting the power in. Unfortunately though, these only take 25,000, so the turbines will be running more than 25,000, so I need at least 2 of these. Let's see if it works now. If I put it there with the glass on and tell this to feed into that output, and I'm seeing some little white particles coming towards this, which suggests it's coming in. We don't want that, so I'm going to click on that to make it an output, and there we go. Cool. So now this guy should be draining all of its power. It's blasting all the power out of that. There we go. And we are now putting power into our wonderful thing. So you see, when this is all up and running, I'm going to be using loads of power. We have got 11 million stored in there at the minute. It's going to burn through all this uranium. Oh, well, it's not uranium, is it? It's some uranium and plutonium at the minute. But it's going to start burning through all that. When this is up and running, when we're using loads of power, we're going to have all these blue particle things floating in. It looks like that is going to be close enough, hopefully. So what we should have at the end of play is that's going to be a power tap there. That's going to be a power tap there. And each one of them is going to have one of them bad boys sat on it. Now I think, depending if it's above or below the centre of this ball, is depending where you put the glass. So the one here would have the glass underneath, I think, rather than above. Yeah, it does, look. So we'll have them balls there and there, and we're feeding all this blue flowy stuff. We'll be getting fed into it. Excellent. I love this. Looks awesome. Smash that guy and that guy, and then underneath what we're going to have is another one of these. So I don't want it touching that, do I? I want it one lower than that. So I kind of want this floating. So let me just like that, and have it there. So if that's blue, which it is, so that's an input. So this will be an output. Excellent, which means it's going to have glass underneath. I would like to have glass above this, really. And that is going to go there. And is that going to get energy? What I want is that to feed. Does it have to be next to the block? The power's draining out of there. so that's not good. Let's see if it has to touch the block, which makes it slightly less symmetrical. I suppose I could have it there. It has to touch the block. Come on. Oh, does it have to be close to them? I think it has to be within range of them. Okay. Which means... Which means my plan's slightly scuppered. My symmetrical plan, that is. It means I'll have to have one of these guys near one of these. So shall I just have it? Shall I arbitrarily pick one for power input? The power should be coming to this and feed it into this. Still going down. Okay, let me work out how exactly to get the power from this guy into this guy. I think I had the glass the wrong way. Let's try this again underneath. I think I had it messed up, and the glass is actually above when it's below, and below when it's above. So if I put my cobbled marker there again, you in the middle? No, you are right here. And then put our glass. Oh. And then our energy pylon. Right that. No, it's not formed. Okay, so I was right. Does have to go underneath. Unless I have to place that first. Okay. Now, bring in energy, young man. Let me try putting that on there now that the glass is above it, not below it. Meh. Within 6 blocks of the core, it says. Well, they're at the core, are they? They're the generators. The core's in there. Or is that full thing the core? So that's certainly within 6 blocks. What can I see? What charges? That's not quite full. Let's drain a bit of that out. You drain into there. Yeah. That's going down quite rapidly, isn't it? And okay, in fact, this might even look better if it does need one of these. Might need it on the side, so we'll try with that. It's not putting power in, is it? So that's getting no power. It's what it looks like in the book. I'll show you the book. If we go back to here, oops, and go right to the end there, then it shows you when the glass block is placed upon the pylon, should immediately activate and link with a nearby energy core. The link is indicated by white energy particles, and the glass should change to the renderer shown in the image above. Should link to a nearby energy core. To a nearby energy core, yeah. Layer energy cores, or do they become energy cores? No, it's still a particle generator. I can get my power in, just struggling to get my power out. So if you look there, they look to be below the centre. They've got the glass above, and just got things powering next to them. Look. So that's a ground. That's a generator by the look of it, and that's like a thing that charges your armour and stuff. So in theory, this should be charging that. So blue is input, yeah. Orange is output. Do I need to make it so that this is inputting? No, that's not having it, is it? Okay, I guess I should do a bit of research and a bit of playing around in my test world work out how to get power into this, because everything is going to stop, because this is of course running my AE network and stuff. That. Ooh. Why have you stopped? Oh, that's why. AE system's gone offline. Okay, let me work a few things out. Okay then, that is where I was messing up. It does need to be near a particle generator. As you can see, this one is... So we're putting power in there, and then we're taking it straight back out to there, which... yeah, it's kind of funky. So I've got the power coming out to that, so I guess I'll have different ones of these for different things, just to make it look nice and even. Oh, let's get rid of you. Hopefully a bit of cobble there. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, that's getting us power to our thing here. So now everything will, in the base, will be coming from this power. So I guess I'll have a separate one of these for this one at the minute, is of course sending quarry power and base power. So I guess I can have a separate one. Not sure what kind of limit, in-out limit this has, but that connected to that is giving it power. The particles are kind of merging, but you should be able to see blue and white ones coming to this from the core, and blue and white ones going to the core from that one. Very nice, very awesome visual piece of stuff there. Nice, and just kind of have it. I've kind of got it just floating in my base there. What I was going to do was I was going to have, when I get some alpha glass, I was going to have some alpha glass like walkways across here between these, so you'll be able to walk real close to them. I might change that around a little bit, but now I know how to get power into it. That's all good. This is just going to be this. I mean, it's like 112 million of 2.14 trillion. It's going to take a while to fill up. It's going to use all that certainly. So there we go. That's that. Right. So that's all I had planned to start this episode with. I guess I should start to see about either getting some teleporters in this house, or either teleporters from RF Tools. I'm starting blood magic. Expanding the E, that really needs doing. Or what was the other thing I was going to say there? Blood magic, Infinity. There was something else. It'll come back to me. It is now the next day since you last saw me. A couple of things to report. I'm going to turn my map off. A couple of things to report. One is the tree farm don't work, which is a bit of a shame. It keeps losing saplings. Currently getting less and less saplings. So I don't know why, but we're not getting enough saplings back to maintain production. So I've had to get some more saplings twice, and it seems to be running out again. Don't know where they're going. There's plenty of saplings there. Look, he's chucking them in there. He's planting a few. Oh, he didn't know, is he? I saw him pick a sapling up. Where did it go? Oops. I'm not sure where it's going. I'm sure I saw him pick one up. But yeah, so that ain't really working as well as it could do. It's a bit of a shame. I shall have to maybe think about doing a different type of farm. Change things around in here a bit. So I've started organising things for my network. This, I don't like the look of this. I was trying this out, see if I like the fit of it, but I don't like the cut of that. That is my crafting terminal and my arcane crafting terminal there. I've just got my ME chest there. You can't put the ME chest in here because you need to be able to access the side of it to take the cell in and out. You could, if you didn't want to ever take the cell in and out, or if you didn't mind breaking your controller to get at that. This is just the same here. I've just moved some of the bits across there for now to give me a bit of space across here. We're not really getting anything in this at the minute. It's still actually connecting to the network under there and going across into this. So what I've started doing is I've started wiring up the towers for P2P. Oh, I've done a bit of stuff down here as well. Let's start with this. I've got little basements under each of these. So if you come down here, you'll see, I think I've already shown you this. I've got a little 3-high basement area, little work area between each floor. That's what these white bits are. So there's a basement under that bit and that bit. Basement, no, a work area. I can't remember what it's called in real life. I don't know. It's a void area. And then I realised that I could actually do one under these corner ones as well. So if I look at it from the outside, I have built a little 3-high area under each one of them, and I've still touched all the leaves out using my shovel there. So I've got all the leaves, and I've built up the leaves around it, so you can't see the little bits there, the little work areas underneath. So as you can see, they've got them all the way around. So we're still looking like a tree from down here. We're still looking like just a plain white wall on the outside as well. But of course, remember, this is just a skin. So to get under here, first of all, I had a little trapdoor like I had up there. These little trapdoors to get in, and I didn't really like that. So what I did, I changed it down here a little bit, and this is underneath of the bottom of each tower, and then I decided to put a little path down the inside as well to get to each. So this is using technical blocks, mostly technical blocks to be honest. That's all technical blocks, a bit of factory blocks, a bit of factory block there, but yeah, mostly technical blocks. So you can run around behind here and get into the corners. I kind of want some of the network wires showing, but some of it hidden. So what I've done is I've done the south side. So this is the south side. There's a cable. This is a cable runs across to here, and it splits and goes along that tunnel, and it comes under here, and it goes up this. So this is cable facade. So we've got an ME cable running up to there. It stops there, and I've got one on this side as well. And I've got one on here. I'm going to do the fourth one on camera so you know exactly what I mean. So I've got a dense cable coming out of my ME controller. It brings me 32 channels across here. What I've got on this side is I've just split it off there. And it's coming across to here because these are going to be quantum bridges. We'll have 3, 6, 9, 12 quantum bridges total down here eventually. So I'm just going to cover that up so you can actually see what's going on under there. So I have a lot of this covered up like so. You're not even actually going to see the cables coming out of the controller. All this would be a controller, of course, at some point. So that's kind of hidden. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm going to have actual little workstations, I think, one in each area for different stuff. So yeah, and one thing I might do as well is the level limiter controller on this is on the output. I might put it onto the input of the gold, so it'll only actually, I don't know, I might have a play around with that. But yeah, I know, I'm getting sidetracked. So dense cable comes across, and it splits off. It's going to split off there and there to do the quantum bridges, and then it comes down into the tunnel here. So that's where it comes through into the tunnel. I've got one more bit of dense cable, and I'm splitting it either way. So this goes up into that tower, and what I'm going to do now is come this way and do this tower on camera, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, in case it's a little bit confusing. I'm going to come across to here. When I get to there, before I connect that, I'm going to put a facade on, give it tidy, and I'm going to come across this to there, and probably what I'm going to do is going to come across actually into the rooms here and have a P2P tunnel, and then have the wires that are into the base of this tower. I'm not doing that just yet. I'll use cables on that when I actually get to it. So then what we've got is just a cable coming through that little gap there. I'm going straight up the wall. This is of course taking, so that's the basement, that's the work area of that area. This is of course taking quite a lot of cable facades, but they're not that expensive, that's all good. And then I'm going to cover that up, but I haven't got enough here to cover it up. So that's the first part of this. And the second part of course is we are going to set a lot of P2Ps up. Now this is just going to be, if you remember, this is just going to be power and AE in this main room here. There's not going to be anything else, so none of these machines will be here because these are AE, but this won't be here because that's Farmcraft, and this stuff won't be here because this is not AE either, so nor the farms. But what we want is I want a P2P tunnel into each area underneath, so let's make some of them. Right, let's use normal search because I want to keep that open. I'm actually unsynchronized. Okay, I want to keep that in my search there, so I'm going to put P2P, and we are going to make some of these guys I might have to cut to get these sorted. But what I'm going to go with first, I'm going to make 8 of them. Should be good to make 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hang on, I want 1, 2, 3, 10, 12. Yeah, I'll do all of them. 12. Oh, what have I run out of there? Fluix. I've run out of fluix, okay. I'll just narrow them then, and then I was actually going to make some RF ones as well. What am I queue? It's not showing me. Tunnel, RF. Can I not? Got no crafting recipe for the RF tunnel. EU. ME. Do I have no? Don't put them back in there, do I? No. RF. Okay, it looks like I need to investigate. I'll actually make the rest of these because I've not got no crafting recipe for anything apart from the ME one, which might mean I have to change my plans back in a little while when I've worked out what's going on there. Easy enough. All I need to do is to turn these into the different ones is use a bit of cable. So what I've done with that one, in fact I'll do it with another one here, is click it with a Ender IO energy conduit or a extra utilities energy tube. It doesn't seem to work with the thermodynamics one as yet, but I guess that's because thermodynamics is pretty new, and that turns them into RF tunnels. These eventually I won't need, but I'm going to want them for now. Eventually what I need, because as I keep saying, this is all just going to be in here, so we'll actually have a need for power lines into any of these rooms, but I will need them to put power. No, what actually? No, because each one of the spatial areas is going to have its own energy cell, so I probably won't need these anyway. Eventually, can I change these back? I wonder by clicking on them with a default ME cable. Yeah, turns them back to ME. Okay, so that's good to know. Right, what I'm going to do with these is I need some more controllers, I think. And where do I want these first ones? I'll start off simple. I'm going to have just 4 of these connected. In fact, I'll just have one of them connected to that for now. So what I can do with that is connect that there, and then that's connected into the network. So what we've got is one 32 channel face, and that is feeding 32 channels into the controller, which then means now we can feed it out on one of these lines. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to what do I want to do first? I guess I want to get this. No, in fact, I want to get this fast into the network, don't I? So I've shown you where I've done with the cable. Just needs more covering. So yeah, I want to get this connected back up. So I'm actually going to come down here with it, and we're going to come with some cable. I put on my cable away because my inventory was going nuts, and I've just sorted out some more fluix and pure fluix and pure of the other one. So I'm going to come to there, and then I'm going to put my other end of the ME tunnel onto here. So what we've got now is 32 channels. From that 32 channels coming out into here, we only actually need 3 channels in here. So this is actually going to need to use 3 of these up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect. I'll go like that. Let's get rid of that one. So I kind of want, on purpose, I kind of want pipes showing down. Well, I want cables showing down under here. But that's going to come just to there like so. Not connected yet, so there is a bit missing still. So nothing should be happening here. They should have no power or anything. Well, they've got power stored, but they're not getting power from anywhere else. To actually get this connected to the network, what I need now is my memory card, and for that we are going to go shift click on that guy, and then just right click on that guy. What we should see now is 3 channels pop up on here. There we go, 1, 2, 3, and now we are connected back to the network on there. So now I've got my auto crafting of them connected back up. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these P2Ps in each of these 9 rooms. So 1, 2, 3, 12 rooms, 3, 6, 9, 12. At the minute they are coming off one thing here, but I'm going to make some more of these ones so I've got some more flux, and I'm going to have it so I've got 8 of these in here. So 8 times 32 should easily give me enough to do all these, considering most of these aren't going to have a lot in. See, that's only using 3 channels, so I'll probably just use 1, 2, 4 on the ground. But these higher rooms I'm going to have my auto crafting in, and they'll be using more channels because they don't subnetwork quite so easily. So these will be my AE auto crafting. I guess that's what I need to get on with next. So I shall look at that in a minute. But I'll cut camera, I'll put a P2P tunnel into each of these towers, and then we'll work out what's next. So then what I've done is I have decided to go with one P2P here to each tower. So I've got 4 P2P tunnels, and then I'm feeding them 4 P2P tunnels back into the network so they're available from the network. And I'm splitting these, so I've got 1, 2, 3 going up there, so I've got 32 channels available for this tower, 32 for that, 32 for that, and I'm going to put the last 3 on here. So what I've got here actually is I've just killed a couple more withers because I was going to try something with the power pylons, but it didn't actually work because I killed some withers and went and tried it in single player. It didn't work anyway. These pylon things, you can get them right down to about here, and they're close enough to get power from that, but you can't get it right underneath. So man, never mind. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, what I've got, I decided to go with north, east, south, west, and really what it is, it's northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast, southwest, and the one we're doing now is the northwest one. So what I need now is my memory card. I'm going to click on that and come over here. So the first one we want to be is in the basement. I've got 4 P2P tunnels here. It'll become apparent why I've got 4 in a moment. So there we go. Right click on that. We've now got available channels for this bottom floor. This of course doesn't need channels, but does need connecting. That doesn't actually use any channels. Then in here, our next one, you can see this is going to be nice and tidy once we've got it all sorted. That like that, and what I want here is, I put them away for some reason, is these guys. I made some facades out of the laboratory block, the one that looks like a stainless steel pipe ducting. So I'm just having them on the inside there. This one is actually going to have 2. We'll come back to this one. And up here, what I want is actually to make one more P2P tunnel as well. Like that, put our last one in. There we go, and now we can have the memory card and there. So there we go, we can now get channels to all 4 towers, which is nice. What I want to do now is I want to put power to this via a, first time I've ever done this, so oops, see if it works. Actually there's another one of them. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down here first of all, and what I'm going to do is this actually isn't going to work very well for how I want to do it. So this is looking like it's going to be a temporary setup. See if it works. I have to change things around a little bit if it does work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click one of these, another one of these on the side of there, and I'm going to get my bit of energy conduit. I'm going to click on that. So that's now an RF tunnel. So that should be getting power from that. But it's not going to get anything at the minute because it's offline. I need to connect it to the controllers. So let's go like that for now. That's connected. It should get its channel. Currently harvestable tunnel RF. Okay, it says it's connected, so we'll shift click it, like so. And I want to get a bit of an energy cable. Oops, fell in there. Because I've got the magnum torch, I can actually light this just for the sake of having it looking nice and light, which is actually a nice way to go. So I'm actually glad I made the magnum torch. So I don't actually need any of these torches. I've put lighting in these corners using glowstone, but of course it's not actually making things safe. So things could spawn if the magnum torch wasn't there. But I can get rid of these torches, make it look a bit nicer. So what I'll do now then, if I go into here, and a couple of things I want to try here. One, I want to try, see if I can put, well first up, I want to see if I can put actually power out of that from that trans-dimensional receiver. So there we go, we've made that one RF as well. It says it's online. What I should be able to do now then is, can I connect that to that and then connect to that, and will it actually work? Left myself no way out. And we'll see if it's working. place a minute, because I am terrible at setting things up. We shall see. Oh man, that looks so ugly. There we go. Let's get rid of that. There we go. We'll see if it's working, because these was all out of power. If these have power now, they do have power. Excellent. So that would suggest to me that that's worked. So what we've done, yep, cool, up, staying full. So what we've done there is we've used AE to get power up to here. That is very nice. So that's the first one we want to test. Now, what I want to actually test now is if that power can come off an already P2P'd line. Because I know you cannot do a tunnel through a tunnel, but that's if it's the same thing, if that makes sense. What I want to check is if I do this, if I put that there, so that's now our 32 channels. So this was on the main line when I had the tunnel there. Now it's off the 32 channels that are actually coming through the P2P tunnel. So we put that RF one back on and then click it again with that, and now change this again and connect it there. Will that actually power? Oh bollocks, didn't mean to do that, did I? Did not mean to do that. I thought I had the energy flux duct in my hand. Yeah. So that's connected there. Is that powering now? I think it is. Well, that looks, no, that's not taking any power. That's certainly using power, and that's certainly using power. So yeah, it looks to me like, even though that's a nested P2P, because it's a different type. So that's a P2P ME, yeah. If that was a P2P ME, because it's nested within another one, that wouldn't work. Because that's a P2P RF, we could nest it inside the P2P ME. That's very awesome. So now I've got power up here, and I've not had to use a trans-dimensional receiver. I've not had to run cable up here. I've just actually used the same single channel that's coming from there to that P2P interface, so I can have these rooms powered like that. That's awesome. Exactly how I want it to be. So there we go. That is how I'm going to be powering the towers. I'll get all that set up. Of course, it's temporary. I keep saying it, because all these machines are going to be inside spatial cells. But for now, it's getting this powered. So that's all good. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to wrap up the episode there, because I think I'm about 45 minutes possibly. So it's getting on 50 minutes. I'm going to do some AE work off camera between episodes, get some stuff ready. Hopefully I've got material to start making the spatial stuff, because we need to get on with that. I need to make a big spatial area so I can start with my plan for spatial rooms. I'm going to see what I've got material wise. I think I should be good to go. Once we've got our first spatial room, I guess the first one needs to be bees, because we need to start getting resources in again without quarrying. Possibly the first one might be blood magic. I shall see. I'll get some stuff prepped off camera. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.